year. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
For Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
On the 21-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
They run. It's Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Now it's Ryan. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
By the Packers.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up
to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll find DeGuara complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A gain of 7 yards.
Here's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete.
Rodgers.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Fourth down.
And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Gurley. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Carry now. This is Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones.
Complete.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Let's see what his offense can do. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they get this to Austin. It's a jet sweep. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
And a Packer first down.
And they get this to Austin. It's a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try and do too much with your next one.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
The 31-yard line.
From the 31, Ryan, short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the
back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan, looking deep for Julio. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards, a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin.
Rodgers pass.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Rodgers throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30, the 40, past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, he might take advantage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Coup able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack on first down, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Jones, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal.
That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Throwing is Rodgers. The quick slant caught.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On third down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
With 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22. This is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. The toss running left. Irvin. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers continue to roll. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. They're going to run for it with Jones. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Falcons 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
At the 47.
Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Ryan going up top. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just... And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers.
Complete to number
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are pouring it on. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Packers 70, Falcons 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for... It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 58 yards. And the Falcons claw one back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, but it's going to be second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football.
Touchdown, Packers! It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Throwing on second down. Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
To throw on third down. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 25 yards.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
9 yards.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jump ball.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The Packers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another carry now for Gurley. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
On the stop. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Check 43.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That's what we are.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Falcons 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Packer pressure, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. On first down, it's Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 21.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Check 52. 21.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan, he's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two. They're going to run for it with Jones. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
By the Packers.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Rodgers throwing here. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion.
Watch out. Whip. Watch the whip. Plant.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.